and welcome back to our playthrough of Exile, Escape from the Pit. So, last time, we pretty much cleared out Fort Saffron to the south here, and we could go ahead and just go back there and take a look at it. Pretty normal fort. It's basically the gateway to a place called the Abyss up north, and there was like a bandit problem here with like smuggling that was somehow going on like right next to the fort. And they just like didn't really know. So what that says about their competence, I'll let you decide. And that actually doesn't look fully explored. We might have to come back here and check that. And this technically doesn't, but pretty sure if we go here, like we can't really, like, yeah, it just kind of moves us out of the fort. But anyway, the reason why we have maybe a little bit more detailed recap than usual is because I actually haven't recorded in about 5 months. So I still remember what's going on because I can look back at the recordings and kind of, you know, skip through them to kind of see what the plan was. But yeah, so been about 5 months because I didn't want to record during the semester. So I just kind of recorded episodes to upload during that time. Anyway, so the plan is to explore the Abyss up north and probably do the dungeons here if there are any. And then once we do that, we are gonna finally go back and deal with Satis and the rest of the sort of slith forts that we haven't done yet. And I think I have cats hissing in the background. That's hopefully you can't hear that. They don't really like each other for some reason. Well, actually, one of them is nice. The other one is not really very friendly. But okay, so let's go ahead and read what this says. This large cavern has a few sparse patches of mold and mushrooms, but is mostly rubble and bare stone. It seems a sort of barren no man's land, dividing the great cave. Okay, so basically there's nothing here, which is interesting because really there wasn't a whole lot in the great cave. I didn't feel like there was, I mean there was some farmland to the more the eastern part, but like the western part felt pretty bare too. But this is even more empty than that, I suppose. So let's just go ahead and check out maybe some of the different areas. Okay, secrets. Yeah, it's been a while since I've played, but it feels pretty natural. I don't think I've forgotten too much. The hardest thing is, okay, that's a dungeon there. It's trying to remember all of the like the different quests that we were gonna do, because I know there's something with the scimitar. I can't remember what to do with that, so I'm gonna have to probably look that up or go back and try to find the video that we talked to the person about the scimitar and see what they wanted us to do. There was a demon in the Tower of Magi that we need to defeat. To do that though, we need to finish finding Demon Slayer's blade, which we actually have the pommel in the blade, so we just need the I guess it would be the hilt. Because like this is like the handle, right? And then that's the blade, so I think we need like the hilt or something. I'm not very good with the anatomy of a sword. But yeah, so we can do that and then defeat the demon at the Tower of Magi. And okay, so there's a dungeon on each side. That's interesting symmetry. And once we do that, it's really just the scimitar questline. Defeat Satis, which King Micah told us to do, so he would probably give us more quests to do after that, I would think. That's the pit there, so that's a very scary looking place. It's literally just a black void. That is quite something to look at. Or quite something to, I guess, not look at, because it's like the absence of matter. It's like a black hole. Okay, so there's really not much here, at least in the middle. It's pretty much, oh wait, there's something here. Just a barren wasteland. You see a large group of armored people sitting around a bonfire, some distance away. Okay, so we are gonna save the game, of course, and see what we can do. You approach carefully, afraid of bandit attack. Then you see that the people are wearing the insignia of friendly soldiers. Still wary, you greet them. The commander tells you that they are there watching for bandits, and warns you that they have a hideout somewhere around here. You thank her and depart. Okay, so what that says to me is that one of these could be a bandit Lair, and the other one could be something else. It's possible they could both be, because again, I played this before, but you know, these little parts of the game, I really cannot remember a whole lot about them. But let's go ahead and keep exploring though before we start doing dungeons. Okay, so that's like a dead end, so not as big as I was thinking. In fact, really, that's it. So there could be a secret there. Could be a secret there, I suppose. That looks very strange. But yeah, so there's this. This huge cavern is dominated by a chasm, miles long, deep beyond sight. The roar of rushing water emerging from far below. A moist, icy wind blows up from the pit. A narrow bridge, impossibly long, arcs over the chasm to a gigantic spiral rising from the wall of the chasm some distance below up to the ceiling. It doesn't look natural, it's probably a magical construction. Yeah, I was gonna say, if this was natural, that would be like a national... Oh, what do they call it? Like the Grand Canyon is a... I can't remember the term now, but it's like a national, you know, landmark or not. Anyway, so yeah, this was probably made by mages, and there's actually a town here of some kind, or at least a fort. We will do that after we do these dungeons, so save the game. Hopefully we can avoid these brigands. Oh no, I think they're gonna catch us. Maybe not. I don't think we're going the right way. Okay, they haven't caught us yet. Now they might be waiting for us when we come out of the dungeon, but that's okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and Kodak, you are not at max HP, which is kind of strange. We also need to get this stuff identified. But we can do that later. And we're at max mana, so I think we're just gonna go in. If it's just brigands, it shouldn't be an issue. At least I would hope not, but this is kind of a higher level area. So we'll see. Bandit Lair. Okay, so it's pretty dark, so we're gonna have to cast a long light. And let's check it out. To the north is a small building, filling up that end of the small cavern. However, it has come under some sort of attack recently. The walls have been blasted, and in some cases, shattered by spells. Charred bodies are scattered in front of the ruin. Okay, that is interesting. So, we could just walk and find out, but there's two things here. So, it could be that the bandits took over this place from other people. Although, if they use spells, bandits, I don't feel like would have mages, but maybe they do. Or or maybe the bandits were attacked by other people, but either way, something happened here. We can check the bodies for loot, which there was none. And we have been spotted. Let's see. I can't actually locate the what spotted us. That's okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and get in combat. Oh, that is unexpected. Okay, so I don't think the bandits were able to tame this thing. At least I doubt it. That is a eye beast. So this thing probably destroyed this place is my guess. So let's go ahead and see if we can take it down. And there's another thing there. Okay. Quite a few, actually. Okay, you have smite. That's a pretty cool weapon. I forgot about that. Okay, you actually can try to make you. I don't think we can get past the table though. That's kind of the issue. I don't know if this thing can petrify us or if that's only yeah, I don't remember what they're called. The basilisks, I think. Okay, you can Autumn. You can probably. I don't know if we need to cast anything crazy just yet. We could do a simple course on that, the eye beast, and Petra can probably do something. We could do Major Haste. That's a pretty expensive spell. Major Blessing is pretty expensive. We could just do Haste. That might be enough.
On who?
Yeah, it's just... Oh wait, that's not... Yeah, so we would have to do this to get haste from everybody. Okay, I might just be overthinking this. We could just start with that with like a fireball. Like right there. Okay, so it's been a while. I forgot that whenever you're fighting mages, you don't want to have everyone very close because you get hit by those AoEs and it's very painful. Okay, so... Okay, we killed it, good. Yeah, so this is when haste would have probably been the better play because... yeah, it's kind of going to be slow getting people into position, although these guys are not crazy strong. They did get hit by a fireball though, so it's not... I don't remember how to cancel the attack. There we go. Not as bad as it could be. Probably should get rid of that poison.
On who?
On Chungus. And then Petra, you can kind of try to get in a middle position. And maybe just try this again. Yeah, there's a lot of these. We might even do Firestorm. It's so fun to play a game while magic is actually good. Playing through Skyrim at the moment, and you know, the magic in that game is okay, but it's just not really as good as it could be. I feel like really the combat in general is just not really what I would call fantastic in any way. You know, I think what makes Skyrim such a great game is also the kind of the atmosphere and just how like let's see, he'll do this. You know, even if the graphical fidelity is not up to par with games released nowadays, right? Just the fact that the maps have such a let's see, let me say it right, verticality with like the mountains and the clouds. That's kind of what makes it, I guess, memorable, in my opinion, at least. Because, you know, again, even though, again, the graphics might be from 2011, although they've re-released the game so many times with, like, updated visuals, it really doesn't even look that bad now. You know, it's more about kind of, like, just the design rather than just the straight-up fidelity of the graphics. But back to talk about the magic, though. It's just not great. Like, the fireball is just not really, it's not nearly as good as the fireball in this game. It's just not, and it's just, it's hard to, like, just play at times, because it's like, it's just not as powerful as I think it should be. And you know, I understand you want to balance it, right? Like, you don't want to make it overpowered, because, you know, magic in this game is obviously really strong. Some would say maybe even the best. Like, I've seen strategies where people pretty much just do like a party consisting of like 5 mages, or no, like 4 mages and then like 2 priests. And other than some enemies that just have resistance to magic, that's pretty much the most efficient way to deal damage. Like, our melee guys are doing fine, but generally speaking, throughout this playthrough, yeah, this would be fine. We could do Ice Bolt, but, you know, mages have been the ones that generally do like a lot of the AoE damage. Okay, that's fine. Oh wait, there's 2 of them? I just now noticed that. Did it show up from someplace? Because I didn't even see it. But anyway, I don't remember exactly what we were discussing. But yeah, so powerful magic equals big fun is basically what I'm getting at. That's pretty much all there is to it. Obviously, Skyrim's a great game, and I'm having a great time. But it's just like the spells could be better for sure. The conjuration stuff is cool, but okay, so you are poisoned, so let's go ahead and get rid of that.
On who?
And let's go ahead and flame is pretty good, like with all this like maxed out intelligence, or at least close to maxed out intelligence, we can get some pretty good damage rolls on flame, so it's pretty nice. Okay, so that's that. Let's save the game. No one is poisoned. We are still slowed. That should wear off eventually. Yeah, there we go. We could go ahead and cast that and save the game. Okay. I don't know how big this dungeon is. Oh, there's actually a chest deal. And what do we get? Oh, we got a potion. Nice. Okay. And our gold is maxed out, so we're actually losing gold. Because everything we pick up doesn't actually, I guess, increase the amount of gold we have. So that's kind of a... It's not really a problem, it just shows that Gold is not really probably an issue at this point. Okay, we got Vapor Rats. That's... Oh, he's coarse. Okay. Not terrible, but, you know, anything that does, like, status effects, you just want to avoid that. Nice. Assassination. Okay. There's actually a river, or maybe a pond of some kind. That's pretty neat. Let's check for secrets. I don't think there's anything. Okay, let's keep exploring. Let's check all of these. I think we are getting to the point in the game where we have some pretty good items. Like obviously mithril plate armor. Or is it mithril or chainmail? Let me check. Plate mail. Okay, that's a combination of the both, I guess. That's probably one of the better items in the game. So we all getting to that point of like starting to get kind of maxed out in terms of that. There's actually not a whole lot here. Oh, that was a mistake. That's fine. Okay, let's check the books shelf. Nothing. Yeah, there has to be a secret here, right? No. Okay. Okay, let's check for secrets one more time. And if not, then yeah, that's pretty much... There we go. I was gonna say, this seemed like a really small area. Hidden corridor. You get suspicious. It's just funny how, like, in video games, like, this stuff is just so ingrained that it's like, I don't know, it's like, you know, long corridor, it's hidden, probably gonna lead to treasure. Kind of suspicious, right? There's probably gonna be traps. Yeah, so onward. And disarmed. And disarm. Nice. Yeah, investing in stuff to disarm traps is literally the best thing that we ever did, I think. Now we got a scroll. Probably sell that. 50 gold. 54 to be exact. And 28. Okay. Let's check for secrets in the secret. I don't see anything. Let's make sure there's nothing that we... Okay, there's something here. Is there a secret there? No. Instead of the stagnant water you expected, you find a rotten leather sack filled with coins of all sorts. Okay, so the smart thing to do would be to not take this, because I feel like we're not gaining any gold since we're all maxed out. However, gold is not really an issue, and I don't want to come back here, so we're just going to take it, and you find something. Wait a second. It went up by 750. I'm very wait, then it went down. Okay, so basically it can temporarily go up, but then it just resets itself. Okay, so that was minus 750 gold. Again, I would be mad, but I just, like, it's really not that big of a deal. Like, I say that now, but watch that we become broke in, like, the next couple episodes, and I'm gonna be complaining that we wasted that gold. But yeah, so I don't think there's anything else here. You would think there would be a secret here. We have to check the side of the cave. Let's do that really quickly. Okay, nothing. Check this. And I think that's it. Okay, so this was a cool place. It was nice and small, right? Sometimes you don't need a dungeon that takes like an hour and a half to clear out. That's sometimes a good thing. And yeah, it just had a cool backstory, right? So basically, I guess this place got attacked from the front by a bunch of IBs and mushrooms. Like I don't remember what the other things were called, and they just kind of got destroyed. It's interesting that they pretty much decided to fight out front instead of like try to maybe to fight from a more defensive position inside the fort. They pretty much all just like went out front and perished. So that sucks for them, but you know, is what it is. Okay, so that was nice, nice and easy. Get back into the game after an extended break. I don't know how long this episode has been going on, but I think we're gonna end it here, and I will see you next time. Oh, excuse me. I have to end it the same way that we always do. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.